And away they go. 18 fences again, as they make their way towards the first. Maletton, Mr. Melodious, just about landing in the lead there was Little Promise. All safely over that first fence, on towards fence number 2. Little Promise, Maletton, Mr. Melodious on the inside. They're followed then by Whistling Straits. Oscar Duke comes next. After that one on the inside, a change of colours. That's the Ginger Man, now racing in dark green with a white disc. And he's been passed on the outside by Tamadot as they race on towards fence number 3. Not hanging about here as Maletton leads from Mr. Melodious on the inside. Then Little Promise races in third, all safely over that third fence as they race up to this bend and prepare to take their first open ditch. So as they make this bend, Mr. Melodious on the inside has taken it up with Ali Galliers Pratt. She leads by a length from Maletton on the outside of Whistling Straits, who's gone up into third place. The second now as they jump this ditch, all over safely. Just at the back is the Ginger Man, but he's only about 4 or 5 lengths behind the leader as they go into the back straight now for the first time and on towards fence number 5. So these novice riders not hanging about as they head down the back straight. Whistling Straits takes it up now from Mr. Melodious. Both jumping well from Maletton in third, Oscar Do 4, 5 is Little Promise. Little gap developing then back to Tamadot and the Ginger Man. Tamadot actually just dropped back to last now as they come to this next fence. Whistling Straits, Mr. Melodious and Maletton from Oscar Do and Little Promise. From 6 lengths then to the Ginger Man and a similar distance back to Tamadot as they race on towards fence number 7. So Whistling Straits got into the bottom of that one, but over safely for Kitty Robinson, whose sister won the first race here today, Imogen. The Whistling Straits from Mr. Melodious, Maletton and Oscar Do. Those are the first 4. They're about 2 lengths clear then of Little Promise racing in 5th place. Another 3 lengths back to the Ginger Man. They take this next plain fence. That leading group have drawn well clear now of Tamadot as they race back towards us and past their starting point shortly. Whistling Straits and Maletton run a bit wide on that bend from Mr. Melodious, who's on the inside of Oscar Do. Those are the first 4. They're followed then by Little Promise and the Ginger Man. Still going, but well tailed off now is Tamadot. So this will be the last fence next time round. It's fence number 10 on this circuit. Maletton on the inside has come to just about take it up from Whistling Straits. Mr. Melodious, Oscar Do still going well for Amy Broom in the blue and white jacket. 4, about 3 lengths clear of the Ginger Man. Little Promise beginning to weaken now, and they remain well clear of Tamadot. Fence number 11 coming up then. Maletton comes to it, jumps it well from Whistling Straits. Mr. Melodious, Oscar Do, the Ginger Man and Little Promise. And Tamadot is going to pull up before fence number 11. So racing up to this far bend and on towards fence number 12, their second and final open ditch. As they make that bend, Maletton's kicked on, gone on by about 3 lengths now from Whistling Straits. Another 4 back to Mr. Melodious, a length to Oscar Do, 3 then back to the Ginger Man, and that one's clear of Little Promise. All safely over that final open ditch and racing to the back straight now for the final time. So Maletton and Henry Phillips gone on by a couple of 3 lengths from Whistling Straits. Oscar Do on the outside has gone into third place with Mr. Melodious. They come to this one. All jumped in very well, including Ginger Man, who's just about in with a chance. They're drawing clear now of Little Promise, as they come to the 5th last fence. Maletton with a 2.5 length lead from Whistling Straight, a length and a half back to Oscar Do and Mr. Melodious, another 3 back to the Ginger Man, and just jumping in now is Little Promise. So Maletton comes to this 4th last with a lead of about 3 lengths. Maletton comes into it from Whistling Straight, Mr. Melodious, then Oscar Do and the Ginger Man. So racing away from the river now, and just 3 to jump as they come to this cross fence. Maletton by about a length from Whistling Straight. Mr. Melodious about 2.5 lengths away in 3rd place as they come to jump this one. Maletton jumped it well. Whistling Straight not quite so quick. Mr. Melodious is back in 3rd place. They're beginning to draw away from Oscar Do and the Ginger Man. And pulled up before that one is Little Promise. So into the home straight with just 2 fences to jump. Maletton with a 4 or 5 length lead runs a bit wide into the straight, but still remains clear of Whistling Straight and Mr. Melodious. This is 2 out. Maletton over, clear of Whistling Straight and Mr. Melodious. In turn clear of Oscar Do and the Ginger Man. Racing on then towards his final fence. Maletton comes to it now. Up and over safely from Mr. Melodious and Whistling Straight. They're clear of Oscar Do and the Ginger Man. But it's Maletton and Henry Phillips who take this one from Mr. Melodious in 2nd place. Whistling Straight back in 3rd. Could be close for 4th between the Ginger Man and Oscar Do.